So this is kind of where I post all of my other type of content, the stuff that I'm not too sure about, but mainly most of my podcasts go here. And sometimes stuff that's not even on my podcast goes on here. But yeah, this is just more of a venting, less of the gameplay, more about the conversation, I guess. I mean, I'm still playing the games live. Sometimes I'll do them live. Sometimes they'll be pre-recorded and I'll talk over them. But right now I'm just playing this live. Just wanted to do some stuff while getting some stuff off of my mind. So yeah, hopefully you don't mind that. But then, I only have 2 subs and I think one of them is me. I'm pretty sure. So yeah. Anyways, just wanted to express certain things that have been going on. Oh my God, I didn't know they fly over the water. So this thing is literally going to chase me all the way. So, man, it's been really hard to... I don't even know how to put it, I guess, but I guess it doesn't really matter to an extent. It's been really hard to have a consistent, man, I have moments where I'm I want to pursue something when it comes to making YouTube videos, especially when it comes to gaming. And then eventually I just get burned out of it and I start thinking that it's something that I don't really want to do, but I feel like I'm not. All my life, I've basically been terrible at everything, right? It doesn't matter what I try to achieve. It's I'm terrible. And then I just end up being realistic about it and end up realizing that, well, I mean, there's certain things that I'm just not able to do. And this is one of those things, right? It's not saying that no one can make YouTube videos or whatever, but it's kind of it's hard to find something that I want to do. For instance, I enjoy playing video games. But sometimes I don't want to play, right? I just kind of want to relax. I'll kind of want to chill, but I don't know. I'm complaining about a lot of stuff that probably doesn't even matter too much. But it's I think the main thing is I'm trying to balance too much and not knowing what I actually want to do with what I'm trying to balance. I have a podcast. I have 3 YouTube channels. This one to where it's mainly my podcast goes in here sometimes, but I also have my main YouTube channel, the one where I play video games on and upload a lot of stuff of my video games. But lately I've been uploading a lot of stuff to my tech channel as well. And then this one, of course, I'm uploading just everything that I can think of that I'm already currently working on. Like I said, my podcast, and these are going to be more unfiltered, longer videos. But when it comes to gaming, it's I'm afraid, right? Obviously, I only have a little bit of subs. I don't have that many subs on any of my channels. So I guess at this point it doesn't matter, but I realized every time that I do something different, and I don't stick with it, but every time that I do something different, I notice that I get people subscribing to my channel, and it kind of sucks, right? I love the fact that people sub, but it's I feel they're expecting one type of content, right? It's whenever I make certain types of videos, I get certain type of people subbing to my channel, and it's kind of well, I'm not going to really make this type of videos. I was just kind of bored, and I was kind of interested in talking about this sort of thing. And that's why I made this video. I remember the way that I got subscribers first, that I went, not that I have many, I said, I think I have 96 now, but I wonder if I can use this. I can. It's not going to be that powerful. I probably need to revive Gene. I was just making gaming videos. I was doing Let's Plays because I thoroughly, at that moment in time when I was making Let's Play videos, I was kind of enjoying the process of just playing any game that I wanted, that I was interested in, and uploading it to YouTube. That's kind of what I was into. And then as time went on, it got financially hard to be buying a lot of games all the time. And then 2, I got to the point where I was so focused on trying to play so many games that I was just kind of getting lost within the games and not even paying attention to the story anymore, or to the actual game in general, which is kind of the shitty part about it. Because those were never my intentions. I wanted to play a game so I can have fun with it. I probably should have used a better character, a Claymore character. So yeah, eventually I was man, I don't know what to what to do, right? Like, I don't want to keep playing games that I'm not really interested in right now. So I stopped for about a year, and then the year went by and I started doing just random Let's Play videos, whether it's multiplayer, single players. And then after a while, I started doing videos about like gaming reviews, in a sense, kind of, I would say. And from then on, it went to like my first impressions, and right now I'm still like currently doing Call of Duty grind to Dark Matter camo. So like I've been balancing around, and sometimes I notice that I get certain like subs whenever I do mouse reviews, because I did that at a point too. And then other times when I talk about different games, I notice that I get subs. And notice this past 3 weeks that I had uploaded like Call of Duty content on my channel, I went from like 80 something subs to 96. And then eventually it just slowed down. I don't know if like people got bored or tired, which is understandable. I'm not an entertaining person by any means. But eventually, you know, like the subs started slowing down. But I stopped slowing down on videos because I just got burned out. Like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. It's like, it seems repetitive to just do the same thing over and over, when sometimes I feel like playing a different game. And I guess the whole thing is just to schedule videos ahead of time. That way you don't have to play on certain times that you don't feel like it. But then when I start thinking about it, it's kind of like, well, I don't want to do this either for a very long time. Like, I don't want this channel to just be focused on Call of Duty. Like, I do admire the channels that are like a variety gaming, but for me to do that myself, to be like edit the entire video and all that, it's very time consuming and very hard. And, you know, a lot of people have done it in the past, and they've worked super hard to be where they're at, to grind like editing their videos and all this type of stuff. And then eventually, you know, get to the point where they can hire editors. And then there was a point like that I was faced by wanting to do, I wonder if this works on them, probably not. There's a point that I was kind of faced that I wanted to like just live stream, and eventually, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm just always kind of like depressed and anxiety or whatever. And it's just hard to focus on some things because not a lot of things keep my interest sometimes. And maybe like that's the main problem, right? Like, it's just obviously it's a problem with me, and like I'm all over the place, and it kind of sucks. And then the other one is that I have like that negative mentality where I want to see like progress really fast and all that stuff. And obviously that's not realistic, right? Like, it's being consistent over time, and you don't see anything, not even the first year, you know, like I've never been consistent on my YouTube channel. So how do I expect anyone to like, you know, watch when it comes to that? But it just sort of sucks when I don't know what I want to do either, you know? It's like, where do I stand in this whole like content creation world where everyone's creating content and everyone wants to be something and make it to be something? Like, how do I stand above everyone else if there's really nothing that makes me any different? And that's like the reality just hits and it kind of sucks, right? And I'm also like doing my podcast, and I'm doing a lot of other stuff that I find interested in certain days, and other days I don't. Like, if I had to pick one, I think I would want to stream permanently, even though it's like the most time consuming thing ever. But realistically, if you don't have an audience, it's probably better to schedule when you're going to stream, but also make content outside of streaming. That way your reach can be a lot higher, and probably stream to multiple platforms at the same time, I would say, because, well, Twitch's discoverability is pretty, you know, garbage. And the more people that you can reach on different types of platforms, even if your end game is to kind of stream on Twitch, I would assume that it's better to expand your reach in that sense, and then bring them over to Twitch once people know. Like, the thing is having a following, right? The thing is getting people to follow you, getting people to enjoy your content. But I guess the first thing is to make good content, and that's where I struggle with, because I know my content isn't good, and there's nothing that's going like that I can make unique. It's kind of hard to say, oh, look, this is going to be amazing content, so I'm going to do this. So yeah, at the end of it, it's kind of like complicated. Like, even this video, I know like maybe one day eventually someone will watch it, right? I'm just going with the flow, but I also feel like I'm pressured, like that I'm running out of a lot of time, that, you know, I don't want to be stuck in the place that I am doing like the shitty job that I'm doing and struggling with money and all this other stuff, right? Like, I want to be able to pursue something more that I enjoy, and at least it's not like I'm asking to like be loaded with money, right? But to be financially independent of myself while doing something that I love, instead of being tied down to something that I don't love, like something that I don't enjoy doing. But then then I ask myself the question, well, what is it that I do love doing, right? Because obviously I don't love editing videos, and I don't love like just making one type of content. Like I love being all over the place, right? Like even when it comes to streaming, I cannot stream one single game. Like I have to do multiple things, right? Like maybe I'll play a game for 30 minutes and want to switch. It just depends how I feel, right? Like a lot of it depends on my mentality and how my day's going, how I feel during that moment. Some days I just want to play a single player game. Most days I want to play multiplayer or a game that doesn't require too much thinking. And I can, like this game, I could just kind of roam around, kill stuff and talk to chat, if I had a viewer base, and I wouldn't mind doing that. Like that's something that would interest me most of the time. But realistically, it's like to have entertaining content, that's hard. Like, especially for me, I don't know where would I even start, right? And the podcast is something that I've been able to enjoy because I don't have to look at the numbers. I don't have to look at the comment section. I don't have to look at the likes, the dislikes. And really, it's not in the back of my mind how many people are listening. Whether no one's... there's analytics on there. I don't look at them, though. But there's analytics on there. I think I've looked at them the first week that I started podcasting. And then after that, I haven't looked at them. But there are analytics. They're like just kind of basic analytics when it comes to podcasting. There's like how many listeners you have and on what kind of platform they listen to. And that's basically it. It doesn't tell you like you can upgrade and download certain stuff to pay for. That tells you like how many people downloaded your episode and what device and all this stuff. I just got the basics, but like what I'm using. So yeah, I don't know. It's like really depressing, right? And I'm not trying to, I'm always a depressing person. It is what it is at the end of the day, but I try to see the positive, right? I don't want to make people upset and be like, oh, look, I'm a depressing fuckhead and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. I try not to be as best as possible, okay? I apologize in advance. I'm apologizing now because it's not really in advance if I already, complained about it. How many Primo Gems do I have? So yeah, this channel is just going to be a filter for me to talk about whatever I want. It's going to be where my podcasts go. A lot of the times, not always, like it's still easier for me to do the podcast and I still enjoy doing the podcast. But sometimes I'm able to do both at the same time and, record an episode and record this and edit it together and like put video over it. I don't want to put a static image. I'd rather put like gameplay over it at least. This is like a movie review, which I've done, right? Then I put just the picture over it or something over it, but not really gameplay. I could put gameplay over it, right? Or I could put the trailer over it. I don't know, like if that's bad, if you get like copyrighted. I don't want my channel to go down. I don't care about like if they put ads on it or not, but I just don't want my channel to actually be deleted because of that stuff. So yeah, but all in all, I could probably do that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have struggled with this, trying to figure out what they want to upload on their YouTube channel, trying to figure out when to upload, what kind of content to upload, to kind of realize if their content is good enough or not good enough. Like to what point do you get to where it's like, okay, this content is good or this content is not good enough. Maybe I need to try something different. But what if I'm bored with the content that I'm making now? Then how do I create something that people are going to watch? Because if I base my channel off like, say, just reviewing mices or reviewing like one specific niche, like obviously you can eventually branch out. It's probably easier to do that, but it's like, I don't know. I just can't seem to do that, right? Like if I just focus on Call of Duty, it's hard for me to focus on that. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like obviously something's wrong with me besides depression, whatever, being depressed in my own life. But yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'll just, as bad as I want something, I need to like just do me, have no filter, and whatever comes of it, comes of it. Whatever happens, happens, I guess I just need to take everything as it is and not even worry about it. So, that's the only thing that I can think of, right? Like just relax, have fun, chill, upload when I want to, talk about what I want to, play what I want to, but I'm not what's the word? I'm not deserving, or I'm not like guaranteed people to enjoy it. You know, it's not like, what's the word? I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is. But I'm definitely like, my chances are definitely lower if I do that. And like, it's hard to balance something when you want to do something that you love, kind of like a little bit of everything. But you know, realistically, you have to think logical and smart about like certain things that you're doing if you want to succeed in certain things. It's like, for instance, I can't expect to learn to play guitar by never like looking at the note. What's a better example? Like, I cannot expect to learn playing a sport without actually playing the sport, right? Like, I can sit there and, well, I mean, I guess you could, right? You can analyze and everything once you put it into practice. I've been watching too much Queen's Gambit, which I've been enjoying the hell out of the show. I think I need 3 more episodes left, maybe 2. But yeah, it's been a ride. I don't know what analogy would be best go with this. It's like, I don't know. I'm just going to forget that I said it right. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, it's complicated, you know. People are uploading YouTube videos every single day for so long. Like, oh no, that's going to hurt me. Whatever. You know what? I'm not scared. I don't know how much damage this does to it. I'm curious. Actually did pretty much a lot, and he's not even leveled up. So yeah, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. There's really nothing else that I wanted to say. I'm just gonna keep rambling on, and I don't know. So yeah, hopefully you all have a lovely rest of your night. Have a good one, and I guess I'll talk to you when I talk to you next time. So be safe, have fun, and yeah.